I'm listening to Patrick McDavid here talking about and he says he's interviewing Andrew Tate and how Andrew Tate he has cut off a lot of friends from him because from his life because well when he was on his way up the friends didn't level up with him, so he has 10 friends. He used to have 10 friends, he has 4 friends now. And Patrick McDavid David basically sums it up and he says you compromising your standards as a man is one of the biggest mistakes you can make. And I realized that I've made that fucking mistake by by reducing my standards of who I want to hang out with, of because I am lonely and I want someone to talk to, so I reduce my standards of who I want to hang out with. I am bored and I want to do something, so I reduce my what I do the standard of what I want to do in my free time. Right? I didn't used to watch anime. I didn't used to play a lot of games, any of that shit. But then after a while, it's tempting, and it's like, okay, why not get back into it, right? That's a reduction of standards, and I can't even begin to tell you how much that has been a detriment to my life. As in like it it hasn't been a detriment physically or like anything like that, but I think I'm pretty sure in lost potential there's a lot of lost potential there because I started hanging I was hanging out with the wrong people. I was because I was only and also because and I also due to the fact that I started watching anime, I started playing games, I started watching shows, all of that because, well, you know why? Because I was bored and because people said that, oh, you should do that and you shouldn't do this. I should have stuck with podcasts. I should have stuck with self improvement, but instead I went back to games. I went back to watching anime, and now I'm obsessed with 2D women. It's a massive waste of time. It's a massive waste of effort. They aren't real. It's and also I've reduced my standard of what I see, of what I'm doing in my free time. Looking at women is such a low. It's such a it's a very sad thing to do. It's very no successful guy looks no normal guy looks at women like in their free time and be like girls it's disgusting in a way, right? It's a disgusting in a way, and also it's what's the word for it, like degenerate. Yeah, it's very degenerate. you know I used to never be able to stomach myself. um I'm just gonna point the cameras towards myself, right? I used to never be able to stomach myself putting a girl as the background as a wallpaper for my computer. When I first did it, it was like 2 years ago, and I was like, "Wow, this is disgusting," but she is really cute, so I'm gonna do it. And also, my friends do it, right? So, I'm gonna do it. Slowly, over time, I got desensitized to it. I'm not proud of it. I'm not proud. In fact, I wish that I wish that I had the standard. I had the standard that I had back then, because whenever now if I put I mean I'm trying to regain it, right? But I have shit like this that I very much do enjoy. I like it a lot. She is very cute. But oh fuck, did I just dent it? No, I didn't. Okay, I didn't dent it. This was $5, by the way. Can you imagine? I would never have spent $5 on a random female, who doesn't even know me, by the way. I would never have done that. Right? All alive, all that shit. Right? I'm not proud of it, and that's why you shouldn't reduce your standards, because once you reduce your standards, once you compromise on your standards, you need to spend time building it back up again. It's not worth that few uh days, or that few those few weeks of fun, or excitement, or anything, because once you compromise, you have to once you take your once you demolish it back down, you have to spend time building it up again. And it's really hard to stop to stop doing shit like that. It's shameful in a way. um and it's a massive waste of time. Uh, it doesn't build me up in any way. You know, yeah, sure, it kind of it's a form of entertainment, but I've talked about this already. I don't like entertainment that doesn't build up any that doesn't have any significant value. You know, I don't like entertainment that takes up too much of my time. Sure, I enjoy it sometimes, but you know, I don't like to watch uh like 5 seasons of Breaking Bad. You know, I watched like 2 seasons and I can't continue. It's so long. I don't have any excuse to watch it either. It's not like I used to watch it because I used to have time on the side when I was doing like my job, and I would just like, you know, put it on in the background, right? Now I don't have time for that shit, right? It's 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 such a like reducing your I mean, I could have spent that time listening to podcasts. It would have been way more productive. So it's once you demolish something, you have that you know it's good, you have to build it back up, because you know you want to get to a place higher than that in the first place. You have to pass that you have to pass that checkpoint, right? But once you go back one checkpoint, you still have to pass it back, and it takes a fucking long time. And also you don't feel good in the process of doing it. I don't like that. I don't like having spend money on that. You know, my you know this was fucking $58. Um, I bought it. I'm not that proud of it. Not that proud of it, but I bought it because um I bought it because I said I would back in the day. So and I wanted to buy something during Anime Fest. So what else do you buy other than cards, right? I mean, what else do you buy other than this, right? Like because I said I wanted to buy it. I very much could have not bought it, but I did. I could have bought some art, but I didn't. But anyway, I this is, you know, it's it's a very look at this, right? It's I look at this and it gives this dopamine hit in my brain. But do I really enjoy this? There is no point to all this. There's no point to all this, and also, it's degeneracy. Honestly, it's degeneracy at its finest, right? But because I've started, it's really hard to stop. It's almost like an addiction in a way, right? And you know, that's why you don't start this to begin with. That's why you don't start it with to begin with, right? That's why you don't start. That's why you don't get. That's why you don't start things that you don't like to begin with. That's why you don't compromise on your on your on your standards. You know, whatever your standards may be. You know, you may be fine with anime. You know, that's fine with me. That's your standards. For me, I'm okay with it, but also I need to control myself, the amount that the amount of time that I spend on it, right? Like I am not. There is something. Look at this, right? I bought this because this was $5. I bought this, when I was really into K-On back in the day, right? Sure, there's nothing like actually wrong with it, but it's shameful. It's degenerate. It's really degenerate. No. Why would you have a random female on that you carry around? It doesn't make any sense, right? It doesn't make any sense at all. Um, like it's almost it's like screaming. It's in a way like you're screaming. I don't have. I'm not good enough to get to have actual to have an actual girlfriend, to actually interact with people, right? So I put I put a random female who doesn't even know me, who isn't even real, who I so-called obsess over, because you know what else what else is this other than than an obsession, right? Um, you know then I put onto a place that I can carry on and that I can show everyone. It is shameful, shameful. Um, I will never go down a path like this again. This is unfortunate that I did, but yes, don't compromise on your standards.